Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your weekly reading for November 22nd to the 28th. Now, let's see what we have coming up for you this week. What is the theme for Scorpio this week of November 22nd to the 28th? Two cards here. Energy and enthusiasm. I love this. Healing energy and immense vitality flow through me easily and effortlessly, and I celebrate everything in my life and I live in limitless joy. I feel as though for you, Scorpio, you are really living in a state of flow. It feels like I'm hearing that you've kind of found a sweet spot where you can work without feeling, and not necessarily, it doesn't have to be work. You can kind of live in a place, even if you're in between like a transition, or there's a lot kind of going on in your life, or there's a lot changing in your life. It feels like you found your center, or you found a place where you can really just be in the state of flow. It's either like a mindset or something that you've come to the realization of, something that is allowing you to live freely, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I'm seeing a boat, and like you're kind of just floating along. Like even if the water is choppy or moving in like different directions, it really feels like you've surrendered. A lot of this need to control how things turn out. Because I feel like in the month of November and the month of, I know we're still in November, but as we're kind of transitioning out of November, out of Scorpio season, and even October as well, because I feel like September, October, and November kind of brought some really intense energies down and created a lot of turbulent, transformative, chaotic, moving things around, shaking things up kind of energy, and there's a lot of releasing and purging that happened. But I feel like even as we continue to release and purge, it feels like you are able to now find a little bit of grounding or some place within yourself that you can tether to that will carry you forward. So for some of you, it could be your work. It could be, for others of you, it's just a mindset, or just kind of like your happy place is what I'm seeing. Like you're in your happy place inside. And that is what is helping you to go forward with enthusiasm, with energy, with joy, and I'm hearing the word encouragement, like almost as if you're encouraging yourself. You are empowering yourself to move forward. And you may even find that energy levels are rising. So you may actually feel that you're pretty energetic in the month of December and this week as well. So I feel like it's going to start this week for you, Scorpio, and then it will go into December where you're going to get a lot of work done. And I feel like you're going to be working from a place of joy. You're going to be working from you're going to be working on things that you really enjoy, and you'll be doing it with a lot of love, care, and just like a passion for what you do. It's like you found something you're really passionate about, or something that gives you a lot of hope. And also something about being able to express yourself. I feel like you're setting yourself free and you're giving yourself permission to express yourself. So maybe some of you are kind of inching your way out of hiding, or coming out more out into the open, and really allowing your beautiful selves to be seen, to connect with people, to branch out, and to do different things, like kind of change things up a bit for yourself, and not really hide who you are, or hide your potential, or afraid to show your skills and your talents, or afraid to not being afraid to connect with others anymore. So maybe some of you are also coming into some new friendships as well. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. So I'm seeing that maybe even in December, some of you may be making some new friends. I just saw that right now. So maybe be ready for that for this next month in December, for some new friendships and some new relationships, things that will kind of really bring, I got like really good, like a burst of energy. So this is really beautiful. I think that your energy levels are kind of like adjusting, like you're shifting. Your frequency is shifting into a space of openness. Like you're just more open, and you're opening yourself up to new people, new opportunities, new relationships, new connections. And this feels really good, Scorpio. Like this is really nice. So I think you're going to really like December, actually. This is going to be fun for you. And I think that since you're kind of like realigning yourself to that energy, that in December, you may kind of start doing things that are kind of out of the blue. Like randomly, you'll just get up and go take a painting class. And then you're in a painting class and you meet a friend, and then that friend introduces you to another friend, and pretty soon you have like a whole new group of friends, that kind of thing. And it's like so random and you didn't see coming. So really wonderful little surprises like that coming in for you. And that is important. That kind of needs to happen because it's almost like setting you on a new trajectory. So it's almost like feels like these little things that are falling into your path that are actually part of a bigger picture or part of a bigger path for you. So really cool. I love this energy that's coming in for you. And it kind of feels like it's an unfolding, it's not really kind of everything happening at once. I feel like for you, Scorpio, you kind of need like this, like inching of like little things at a time. Because if it all kind of happens at once, it almost becomes a little bit overwhelming for you, and you kind of tend to run back into hermit mode. So I feel like for you, Scorpio, it needs to happen this way, where you have like these little things, like get your feet wet. And then before you know it, you're like swimming out into the middle of the ocean, which is where you belong, right? Okay. Let's go into the tarot cards here. I'm using the Dream Keepers Tarot for this week. Okay, what do we have coming up for Scorpio for the week of Knight of Cups? Beautiful. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me just pick out all the cards here. But I kind of feel like with the Knight of Cups and the Moon, that there's a lot of really wonderful energies that are just not revealed to you yet. Like there's kind of a lot of hidden from you at the moment. I really like this energy. I know there's a Three of Swords there, but I feel like it's not what it looks like. With the Knight of Cups and the Moon, I feel like there's some really wonderful connections that are waiting to come into your life. And it's just not apparent to you yet, or it's not obvious to you yet, because you're still kind of inching your way onto a new path in your life. And you're kind of like waking up from a slumber is what I'm seeing. And it's like this gradual awakening. It's this gradual coming back to life kind of thing. But at the same time, there's a lot that you're healing from still. And there's a lot that wants to be offered to you. And I'm hearing something about some things coming back to you that you felt like you lost a long time ago. Almost like I'm seeing like, there could be some type, not necessarily those same people, but, they're kind of showing me like kind of reminiscing on when you were younger and you had a certain type of friendship, or you had a certain type of relationship with someone, or there was something that you really loved to do and you used to do it all the time and it brought you a lot of happiness, but that was like a really long time ago. And it feels like there's something here where you're kind of tapping back into some of those energies from when you were younger, and they were very invigorating and they were very connected with who you were. And I feel like you're reintroducing, or those energies are being reintroduced back into your life, saying that here, not all is lost. You haven't lost this. It's just went away for a while because you needed to work on some things or needed to go down certain paths. And so I kind of feel like there is a coming back to yourself, or coming back to a wholeness, and coming back to who you really are. And doing this, I feel like, will create quite a bit of a lot of fulfillment in your life, not just in relationships, not just in friendships or connections with other people, but also a very significant connection with yourself. And doing this, I feel like, is going to create a lot of abundance for you as well. What else for Scorpio? The Hermit. What about the Hermit for Scorpio? I'm kind of eager to talk about the Three of Swords here, but I just want to get out the card for the Hermit. Okay. So with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is that it feels like there was a loss or a heartbreak here. And I'm not feeling it's actually tied in necessarily with the relationship. I feel like it's tied in, well, it could be tied in with the relationship, but I feel like there is something here about feeling like you didn't get something that you really needed or you really wanted. Like there's kind of like a disappointment here. So, and I feel like it has something to do with career. I feel like it has something to do with money, your own stability, your own finances, maybe even your own sense of like freedom, a freedom to live life on your terms. And I feel like there's something here that it was heartbreaking for you, is what I was seeing. Or there was like a loss or a disappointment, something that really let you down, or something that might have really affected the way you saw yourself. Something about self-image here, something that really affected your, what you felt like you were worth. Oh, wow. These cards flipped. Okay. Yeah, something where you kind of feel like something that happened within the career sphere, or I'm hearing accomplishments, like feeling like you didn't accomplish as much as you wish you did. And I dropped a card here, so let me just grab it real quick. Page of Cups. I feel like you have a new beginning here, though. You have a new beginning in terms of like a renewal. You have a renewal in recreating something for yourself. Could also be like I'm hearing like willing to start again, start over here, start from the beginning. I'm going to pull some more clarifying cards here. Okay, let's clarify the Knight of Cups and the Moon. What does Scorpio need to know about the Knight of Cups and the Moon? I feel like with the Moon card, there's something here about being honest, telling the truth. Because there might have been some things that you were hiding from yourself or not being honest about with yourself. So I feel like this Knight of Cups and the Moon is you being honest about how you feel or where you want to go from here. Like, it's almost like you're allowing yourself to see yourself in a more accurate light. I'm not seeing that you're really revealing this to other people. I'm not really seeing you're kind of like announcing it to anyone. I think that there's just a lot of illumination that's happening from within you. And you're seeing yourself more clearly. And you're kind of making some proper adjustments within yourself that will help you to make the right choices going forward. Because I feel like you have some important choices that you feel like you're needing to make going forward. Like there's kind of like a new beginning or a resurgence is what I'm hearing. And then we have the Queen of Swords here with the Page of Cups and the Moon. So this is about seeing things from you're removing your emotions from some kind of situation. Like you're trying to see things from a very practical and logical viewpoint, because it could be that you're needing to, maybe you're at a crossroads or you're kind of needing to make some decisions. So it's almost like you're being very careful and you're taking your time in making a choice or kind of navigating. I'm seeing like planning out, like you're trying to plan out where you want to go from here. And with the Page of Cups, as we go into the Page of Cups here, going off of that, I feel like you're, it's almost like I'm hearing the words getting to know yourself better or getting to know something better. So it feels like there's a new beginning here in how you feel about maybe yourself or how you feel about things. It's like you're relearning something, like you're starting again, starting anew. Starting like there's like a new pattern or a new way of doing something emotionally. Something here about, I'm hearing the word reprogramming. Maybe reprogramming how, I feel like there's something here about self-esteem, self-image, self-worth with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Like you're trying to see yourself in a different light or in a different way. Like you're learning something different so things can turn out differently for you. Because maybe in the past it's because of your perception or your perspective, you always did things in a certain way based off of that, but that might have been not working for you. So now you're it always maybe resulted in some kind of loss or heartbreak. And so now it's almost like with the Page of Cups, you're relearning or you're learning to do something differently is what I'm feeling with the Page of Cups. Let me pull one more card for that. Let's clarify the Page of Cups here for Scorpio. Wow. Yeah. Okay. We have the Tower, of course. And then the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, there's definitely a breaking down or dismantling of a foundation that was definitely not working. Because I'm really sensing that like this heartbreak was just, it was just not like, it just kept generating pain. You know, like no matter what you kept doing, coming from a place of heartbreak, coming from this sense of loss it's not yielding the results that you wanted, because you want your abundance, which is rightfully yours. I feel like you put so much passion and love and care into things, and it's like what you were putting into something was not being returned back to you. Like you weren't getting out what you were putting in. And so it's like you're looking at, you know, this dynamic and seeing that, well, this isn't working for me. So I feel like I need to change the way that I'm doing things, or maybe change the way I feel about things, or change the way I look at something. So there's something here about changing the way you're doing things, and you're working really, really hard at it because of the Eight of Pentacles. It can also be the way you're changing the way you work, the way you approach something. So I feel this is very productive for you, because I feel like you're coming from a more balanced, you're coming at something in a more balanced way. And I think that it's going to work really well for you. I really do. I'm going to pull one more just to see what's going to come out of this change for Scorpio. Because I see you working very hard. We're working very, very hard. You're also working hard to rebuild, rebuild something. 5 of Swords. Wow. This could also have something to do with like a relationship as well, as with the King of Cups. Yeah, something that, it could be something where there might have been a heartbreak or a loss in a relationship as well, or some kind of disappointment. Something where someone was kind of selfish, because that's what the 5 of Swords is selfishness. And being very, just only thinking of themselves. Which is interesting because of the King of Cups here. But this could also be, withholding. Sometimes King of Cups can be like, someone who tends to like withhold their emotions. Like, it's not that they don't feel, but they tend to keep their emotions close to their chest. Like, they have a difficult time sometimes expressing their feelings or expressing their emotions. They kind of keep them in, but they're very sensitive though, like very sensitive individuals. And it could be something where, again, this could be in a relationship for some of you. So if it's not work or your own personal development, if this is a relationship for you, it's like what you were putting in, you were not getting back because someone was holding back. So I feel like with all of these cards that there's something here about you, something about, some kind of dynamic or foundation that's just not working, something that is slowly dismantling. But you're also putting in the hard work towards rebuilding something else and something new. So it's almost like there's a rebuilding and a breaking down happening at the same time, which is very interesting. Okay, so let's clarify the Hermit and the Emperor here. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. The 10 of Wands. So this is sitting in contemplation. This is about being very reflective. It's like you're seeing the truth about something and tuning into your spiritual intuition and knowledge. And this is about taking charge of your life, being more proactive is what I'm seeing with the Emperor. And I feel like part of that is by almost like wanting to show up more. There's something here about stepping into your power, taking control, being an authority in your own life is helping you to put down a heavy weight or put down a heavy burden is what I'm seeing. Because the 10 of Wands reversed. Because there could be something that you're holding on to. And again, it could be a relationship. It could be a relationship with someone that is just a heavy burden. And maybe some of you are having a hard time putting that down because we do have the 10 of Wands reversed. So there could be something here where you're wanting to rebuild something, but at the same time, there could be some kind of almost like a delay in what you want to create to happen because, you're having a difficult time letting something go or putting something down that's really taken a toll on you. To be honest, it feels like there's like some kind of dynamic with other people or some kind of relationship or some kind of, relationship where it's kind of hindering you. It's getting in the way. And I feel like you're just kind of going into your own space here because you're not wanting to have to deal with having to deal with this weight because you don't know what to do with it. Let me pick out another one here. What does Scorpio need to know about the 10 of Wands? Wow. Yeah, 2 of Cups. Yeah. Feels like there's a relationship you're having a hard time letting go of, pretty much. That's what I'm seeing. And this could also be emotionally. I mean, even if that person is not in your life even, it feels like there's something that you're holding on to emotionally. What should Scorpio do about this? Chariot. I see you moving forward. You're going to move on from it. I do see you, I feel like this is something that it's different for each person and how they resonate. So I think it's not so simple to just say, oh, just let go and move on, because everyone's situation is really different. But I think that there's forward movement in some kind of direction or another. So for some of you, you're physically just moving on from a relationship and you're done. But for others of you, it could be this kind of, like I'm feeling like a preparation from the Chariot card. Like there's a preparation of, beginning to move on. So it's like these, like, again, like I said, like dipping your toes in and then taking that 1 foot at a time, like not just fully immersing yourself or throwing yourself in, but more of I'm just going to take one step at a time in the direction that I know I should go in. But it's really scary for me to just go all in. So I'm just going to go slow. And I feel like that's the energy that I'm picking up on with the Chariot for some of you. It's not that you're not moving, but some of you may just be kind of moving at your own pace. And I think that's okay. So that's what I'm kind of picking up on here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card, of course. So I feel like with the Devil card, it's going to be very important for you to listen to your intuition this week and not get tricked into believing that something is what it isn't. So for some of you, this is, again, a relationship. And some of you, this is also believing in old beliefs. So not giving into old beliefs of, I can't do this, this isn't going to work for me, or this is always going to go in the direction that it's always gone in. So this is really important because this might kind of come up for you this week, where you start to doubt yourself or you're having second thoughts about something. And it's really important to calibrate and to make sure that having something to really hold on to, like really stay centered. And I think that Hermit card is actually a lot more important to this reading than all the other cards, just because sometimes creating that space between you and other people, or how other people are influencing you, is going to be really important in protecting and preserving your energy. And I'm also hearing something about being kind of discreet about where you're headed and what you're doing, because that will also protect your energy. Yeah, I think being discreet and just kind of working in silence is going to be very beneficial for you, Scorpio, because it's going to help you get a lot of things done and it's going to help you to move forward. Okay, let's pick a guidance card for Scorpio this week. Guidance card for Scorpio this week for November 22nd to the 28th. Wow, this card keeps coming up a lot. A gift. Beautiful. I'm seeing that there's a door opening. There's some kind of door opening, and okay. So for some of you, it's an opportunity. For some of you, it's an offer. For others of you, it's an idea, an insight that will open a door for you. And for others, I saw like this confirmation. And it's a confirmation that will help you to make a choice or a decision in what direction you need to go in. And it will feel like a gift. It will feel like a gift from spirit. And it'll be so clear and so like you can't even second guess it. So keep your eye open for that, for like these little clues or synchronicities of confirmation. And you'll feel it. I'm hearing that you'll feel it in your gut. Like you'll just know. And you're a super intuitive sign, Scorpio, so you'll know what something is and what it means for you. It could be like, you're thinking of something or you were thinking of doing something and then you hear about it and then someone mentions it. It'll be really obvious, but it will feel like a gift of confirmation or reassurance that the path that you're going down is the right one, or the decision that you're making is the right one. Because some of you are worried if you're making the right choices or decisions or not, there'll be something here where something will kind of open up for you, or something will be offered to you or said to you, or you hear something that really gives you confirmation that you're going in the right direction. But you do have something coming towards you in that way. So it just shows up differently for different people. Okay, what is a challenge for Scorpio this week? What's in Scorpio's challenge position for the week of November 22nd to the 28th? I'm hearing the words pay attention to yourself. Maybe there's some people that are just kind of needing you or asking you for, diligence. Okay, so this is staying on task, staying committed to your goals, staying on task. And adventures. Beautiful. So this is actually what you can look forward to. This is for the diligence. This is staying on task and staying committed. So it's in your challenge position. So it's going to be really important for you to stay consistent, to follow through on your ideas, on your plans, stay committed to your goals, focus on what you want to achieve, and stay really focused on that. And I think that's why the Hermit is so important for this week, because being distracted by other people and what they want from you and all their ideas and all that I'm kind of sensing like there's like this irritation that's going to come in for you if you, if there's like some people around you that tend to irritate or annoy you, or tend to say things that really irritate and annoy or get under your skin. So staying diligent to your daily practice, to the things that matter to you, that are important to you, that matter to your progress forward, that's going to be really important. And to stay committed to those things. I just keep hearing that, stay committed. And then adventures is something that you can look forward to. I feel like Scorpio, there is a lot brewing underneath. There's a lot being prepared underneath for you. And it's almost as if right now you're in building stage, you're in healing stage. I feel like Scorpio is always healing, but there is a lot of shedding that's happening. And in its place, there's a lot of like plans or things being laid out for you. And so you have a lot of adventures on the horizon. I kind of feel like you're not going to be in this place for long. You're not going to be in this stuck place for long. It's going to eventually kind of clear out, and the world will open up for you. It will. And you'll start to see that things are starting to spin in your favor now. Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling like you just kind of need to stay, this is important. You need to stay committed to that growth and to not, don't give up on yourself kind of thing here. Let me pick an angel card here for you as well. What do the angels have to say for Scorpio this week? You may be a bit tired and a bit drained this week as well. So I think that, that energy card, which is interesting that the energy card came up, is being taken care of yourself will give you that boost in energy. Because I'm kind of seeing that you may be feeling a bit tired from something. Yeah, the energy feels a bit tiring, which is so interesting, this with the energy card. Okay, so what I'm hearing with the energy card here is some of you may be just healing a lot of things, and it could be over time, like, maybe in the mornings where you're just releasing a lot. And so I feel like on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, you could be a bit tired. Like your spirit is tired, your soul is tired. But I feel like physically you'll have a lot of energy to accomplish things and do things. But you can kind of feel, in your heart space or in that soul space that you're definitely going through something. So just be mindful of that and be kind to yourself, because you are definitely going through a huge transformation, of course. Okay, so we have 3 cards from the angels here. Freedom, manifestation, and focus. Beautiful. So focusing, diligence on your goals is going to be what brings you to adventures, manifestation, and your freedom. So it's coming for you and it's building. And Spirit is really urging you to just stay focused on what you want and what you want to manifest in your life, because your manifestations are coming. It's like you planted the seeds and it's growing. Like the plant is growing, and it's every day. Spirit wants you to nurture the land, to water it, grow it, speak kindly to your garden, metaphorically, of course. So it can really bring about the avenues and the pathways that will bring you these things that you're wanting: adventures, freedom, love, friendship, happiness, joy, independence, abundance, all that beautiful stuff, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Because it feels like there are some old skeletons in the closet that may kind of pop up here for you, but I'm not seeing you really give too much of your energy to them. But I think it's also important to just stay focused, because have almost like tunnel vision is what I'm seeing. Just have that tunnel vision and just block out all the noise, because it's just there to distract you. They don't need anything from you, but other than to knock you off your game and to distract you. So stay focused, because it's going to bring you what you want. So beautiful reading. You can do it, Scorpio. I can see you're working very hard at it too. And you're doing everything right, is what I'm seeing. You're doing everything right, and don't let anyone convince you that you're not. So, okay. Have a wonderful week ahead. I wish you the best of luck, Scorpio. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Scorpio.